What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and welcome to the Terry McLaurin route running breakdown. Guys, he's one of the best receivers on the Redskins this year. He's only a rookie, and he's just going to keep getting better, and we're going to break down what makes him so special today, guys. Let's get started. And please leave in the comments the next guy you would like to see me break down. I'd really appreciate that. So he's going to be running a sluggo right here. This is from the Senior Bowl, okay? So I just want to give you a highlight of what he was like in college before he even got to the NFL, and this is advanced route running. Let's watch this thing full speed. So he sets it up off of a diamond release. Diamond release, then 3 steps to the slant, selling slant, then breaks up upfield for this fade, running this sluggo route. So he's going to take this hesitation move. He's off the ball right here. He's off the ball, so he knows that he's got a little bit of space to work, right? So what he's going to do is he's going to take these 2 hesitation steps to get this DB's feet moving, get it active, get him on his heels a little bit. So he takes hesitation, bam. And now he's going to attack this diamond release. Now what a diamond release is 3 steps to this 45-degree angle. The goal is to get this DB to open up the gate and turn his hips so we could come back underneath him on this slant route. So that's exactly what he does. 1, 2, 3 right here. Now, also on the diamond release, we got to attack the back of his shoulder to swat him by, attack that point of control to get him upfield and then have him speed turn out of there, and we got a ton of separation on the slant. But he's running a sluggo. So what he does is he does that, and now he's going to take 3 steps to the slant, swats him by, 1, 2, 3, sudden stick. Now, I want you to see how well he's pushing off the inside arch of his foot to ensure that he explodes up and he can get even more separation at the top of this route. So that's what he does. Sudden stick in the ground, and he's pushing. You can really see it right here. Pushing upfield. Now, he's not looking back for the ball right now. He's ensuring that he gets some separation, doesn't let this DB react because it's a race to the spot. It's a race to the spot in the back of the end zone right now. And he's accelerating out, pumping those arms, snaps this head back around. Now, on the catch, the main thing I want you to see here, guys, is he's not showing his hands way the hell up here. He's waiting until almost the last possible second and showing late hands so this DB doesn't make a play on it. That's what we got to do anytime this ball's thrown over the shoulder and the DB's almost running stride for stride with us. He did a good job of catching up, but we don't want to give anything away by showing our hands too early. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So hesitation, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a great sluggo route right there by Terry McLaurin, advanced route running, and now we're going to break down him in the pros. So he's going to be running a post corner right here, and this is one of his best routes of the year. Looks very similar to Stephon Diggs. Let's watch this thing full speed, and then we'll break it down. So coming off, bam, 1, 2, 3, sudden stick to the post, acceleration out of the break. That's one of the things that he does such a great job of, and we're going to break that down in the later clips of this video. So off the line here, he takes kind of this wide, almost this split release here, kind of this wide step. And now this DB's in this catch technique, so he knows he's just got to give him a little something off the line, a little bit of a hesitation, and then just take up on this inside right now to work this post. So he takes this split release, his DB opens up, getting hands on him, okay? That's fine. We needed to take this inside release if we're going to set up this post corner. When we're running a post corner, it's tough to do with an outside release if we don't restack the guy. So he's coming off right here. Now he makes this break to the post. Head and shoulder movement to the outside, as you can see. Very quick, very sudden step. Head and shoulder movement. Wants this guy to overcommit. Wants him to try to undercut it, selling like he's actually going post here, okay? So everything matters. Now he snaps his eyes and turns his shoulders to the middle of the field. That makes this DB think that the ball's coming on the post right now because from a quarterback perspective, he's open right now. I'm going to give him this ball right now. Now this DB gets greedy and undercuts this thing. So he goes 1, 2, 3, trying to undercut it. Sudden stick here, head and shoulder movement to the inside, and he breaks back up on this corner route. Now, the main thing about this corner route that I want you to see is he doesn't look right away. He still has his head down. Now, when he turns his head here, he's not wide open. He's open. Quarterback might have to throw him open, make a good throw, but he's not wide open. So what does he do? It's a race to the spot, right? We talked about this. It's a race to that end zone. So he starts pumping these arms, and he's running out of the break. Even when you're not running, you're running a route, you never slow down. You're always running. No matter the break you make, you're always running in and out of this break, full speed. He's pumping those arms. He's widening the distance from this DB. He doesn't have hands on him, so it's just a foot race at this point. Widens the distance, catches this ball, makes a great play for a touchdown. That's a great job working this post corner. And again, the post corner is off of a speed cut. He didn't break down right here, as you see. He makes this stick for the post, and he doesn't go bam and break down. He goes 3 hard steps. So bam, 1, 2, 3, sudden stick, exploding up into this route. As you can see, he's pushing off this outside foot to give him some momentum to get up on this post corner. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So coming off the line of scrimmage here, the split release, take the inside, 1, 2, 3, sudden stick. Let's accelerate out. Let's pump those arms. And let's widen the distance with this DB, and then catch this ball. So now we're going to talk about him attacking the blind spot. This is something he does so well. Now what this blind spot is would be right here on this DB. You want to get in this blind spot, make a move so he's forced to speed turn out of there and he doesn't know where we're at. So let's watch this thing full speed, then we'll break it down. So he attacks the back of his elbow, point of control, stick to the blind spot, and that's how you get separation, guys. So let's break this thing down. So he's coming up on this release. DB's getting hands on him. He's physical, hands on his face. That's fine. He wants to attack this back of the elbow, right? That's a point of control. That's where we want to attack. We got the back of the elbow or the back of the shoulder. Those are the 2 points of control that we can attack in this position right here to get to that blind spot. You see Michael Thomas do this so well all the time as well. So he can't get this elbow here, so he attacks the back of this shoulder, and he makes this stick to the inside. Now, the main thing I want you to see about this stick is he has no idea where he's at, and he's exploding off this inside arch. So he's speed turning out of here, thinking that he's just going to be running an in right now. He's going to be running an out, and now he's just coming back over the middle of the field on this dig, exploding out, pumping those arms again, ensuring that he gets as much separation as possible from this DB, and then he's going to go make a catch on this ball. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. Great example of using your hands to get to the blind spot and what to do when you get in that blind spot. Let's watch this thing full speed. It's coming off, attack the back of the shoulder, stick to the blind spot, head and shoulder movement that way, make him believe you're going that way. All right, so now he's going to be running a hitch right here in this situation, and I want you to see how well he sells vertical. That's what we have to do on every single route. You got to be full speed. We got to be selling vertical. We should never slow down. We should never try to do it. If you make the DB think you're running a fade every single time, you're going to win. So let's watch this thing full speed right now. So he comes out, 1, 2, 3, attacks the back of that shoulder, point of control again, right? Let's break this thing down. So again, DB, he's off the ball here, so he's got some room to work. So he gives this little bit of a hesitation. He goes 1, 2, 3, and now he's going to be attacking the outside. He wants to sell. He wants to make this DB believe that he's just going to try to beat him right over the top, and that's a DB's worst nightmare. So he goes 1, 2, 3. Now what it does is because he's so explosive and he's looking over this outside shoulder, I want you to look at his head. He's not popped up. He's got great pad level here. He's in an explosive position. His eyes are to the outside, really selling this vertical. So 1, 2, 3, sudden stick, and he's going to stop right on a dime. Now I want you to see what he does with this offhand. He's attacking the back of his shoulder to get him off. He's able to stop right on a dime. So bam, foot in the ground, attack the back of that shoulder. Let's snap that head back around. This is all the separation we need on a hitch when the ball's going to be out soon. Gets this ball out, makes this catch, and then he gets upfield. That's a great job by Terry McLaurin running this hitch. A very creative way to run a hitch, but the most important thing, anytime these short routes, guys, slants, outs, hitches, we got to be selling vertical right off the line of scrimmage with our eyes, with our pad level. That's how we're going to get some separation. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So coming off, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, swat him by, back of that shoulder. Let's catch this ball, and let's work upfield. Okay, so now he's going to be running a little bit of a post out right here. Now, I want you to see how much he accelerates out of the break, how fast he's able to get out of the break, and just his overall pad level. So let's watch this thing full speed. Stick, 1, 2, 3, snap down, and let's get out of this break. Least amount of steps possible. 3 steps, comes back to the ball. DB plays it well, but he's able to come back to this ball full speed and get to that spot before the DB because of how fast he's able to transition out of this break. Okay, now this DB's good. At NFL, all DBs are going to be good, guys. You're never going to face a DB that's not good, okay? This is great play, both sides, but him running back to this ball, accelerating out of the break, least amount of steps is what gets him the separation. So he makes this stick to the post, right? Now, looks back with his eyes, commits his shoulders. Doesn't get the DB all the way. It's zone coverage, so he's probably not going to trail him over there, but he wants him to at least be thinking post. So 1, 2, 3. Now when he snaps down to break on this out, so we got a post out, 1, 2, 3. I want you to see here, explosive hips, right? Dropping those hips, bringing his chin to his knee. That's an explosive pad level position that's going to allow us to change direction fast with our feet and explode out of this break. It's like running a 40, guys. We don't pop up at the start, right? We stay low and explosive throughout the 40, and that's exactly what that's the exact same idea. So snaps down, 2, 3. And I want you to see how that second step angles him back down on this out. Then that third step, again, angles him back down on this out. And what's he doing? He's pushing off of this leg. He created force because of how well his pad level was, guys. When your pad level is low like that, you're explosive. Think of it like a boxer. A boxer's not going to stand up super tall when he's trying to knock you out. He's going to be in an explosive position when he's trying to knock you out. So he gets in and out of it 3 steps, and as you can see, snaps that head back around. His feet already generated the force he needed to, and now he's pumping those arms, and he's running out of the break. At this point right here, Ball's coming here. Who's going to win to the ball? McLaurin or this DB? Who's going to get there first? And it's McLaurin because he accelerates so well out of the break. That's what we have to do, guys. When you're playing a good DB, everything matters. So he comes out, accelerates out of the break, makes this catch in traffic for a great job and a great play. Great route right there. Great defense as well. But just accelerating out of the break is what got him the win on this play. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So bam, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, in and out of this break. Least amount of steps possible. Accelerates out back to the ball, then catches this thing. All right, so now blind spot again, right? This is his blind spot, right? That's where we want to attack. He's going to be running a deep post off of this, okay? Now he's going to be using a rocker step. Let's watch this thing full speed, then we'll break it down. So he's coming out, 1, 2. In that blind spot, freezes him for just a split second, and now it's just a foot race. And then we like our odds when it's a foot race because we know where we're going. DB doesn't know where we're going. So he's coming off, right? Bam, bam, rocker step. So this first stick right here, this right leg, is just to sell like maybe he's just going to be running an out or he's just going to go fade. And what it does is it freezes this DB for just a split second, and that's all the separation we need. So he goes 1, 2, head and shoulder movement to the outside, right? Selling like he's going this way, looking this way, then going the opposite. That's what it comes down to, guys. It's that simple. And where's he attacking? This blind spot. He wants this DB to think, oh, I got a speed turn out of there, okay? DB just freezes for a second, right? He tries to recover, tries to get hands on him, and now it's just a foot race. When we're in this position right here, no hands on him, when we're going deep and we think we're faster than this guy, that's a recipe for a lot of separation. That's exactly what happens. He's pumping those arms. He's got his head straight down. He looks for the ball when he knows he's got him by about a couple of steps, and then he continues out, accelerating and beating this guy to the ball for a big play and scoring this touchdown. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. Rocker step to the blind spot, guys. That's a way to get some separation when you're running a deep post. Let's watch this thing full speed. 1, 2. Gets him to freeze for just a second, and now it's a foot race. Stride for stride, throws a good ball over the middle. Let's catch this thing. Let's go get upfield, and let's go score. That's a great job by Terry McLaurin. Okay, so now he's going to be running this dig, and same thing like that post out. I want you to see how quick he gets out of this break. Least amount of steps possible, right? That's the name of the game when you're playing receiver. You want to be running throughout the route. You never want to change your speed. Even when you make a break, like a comeback, it really should be 3 steps that almost slow you down, but what it does is it propels you and gives you even more momentum so you could keep the same speed. That's exactly what this is an example of right here. Let's watch this thing full speed, then we'll break it down. So he's coming out. 1, 2, 3. Never changes speed. He just changes his speed up, and that's how he's able to get to this ball, and that's how he's able to get out of this thing so fast. So let's watch this thing full speed, or let's break this thing down, excuse me. So he's coming off, right, selling like he's going vertical. This guy's bailing. It's zone coverage, obviously. So he's coming out, bam, stick. Now, how are you able to change direction so fast? You want to have aggressive, violent hips. You want to bring your chin to your knee, and you want to angle your feet in the direction that you're going. That's what he has on all these. So he's coming down this snap down with the outside leg, bam. 2, look at that second step. Where's it angling him? The direction he's going. A lot of guys have these toes pointed straight forward on a snap down, which isn't going to get you to change direction fast. What it's going to do is it's going to get you to break down and beat the drum like all these receiver coaches love to say, and it's not going to get you any separation. And then 3, he's already running out of this break. It took him 2 steps. This third step, he's already running straight down this line flat. That's a great example of having a good pad level, violent hips, bringing your chin to your knee and dropping that weight's going to do for you. And now you can see he just hits this thing full speed, going stride for stride, and then makes this catch over the middle for a great job. I know it's zone coverage, but that's how fast you got to be in and out of your route when the quarterback is expecting a certain timing. If he wastes so much time at the top right here, like let's say when he gets up to this route, he has like rapid hands and he moves his hands 10 times and his feet are all rapid fire, he's not going to get any separation because it screws up the timing with the quarterback. He's expecting him to be at this spot at a certain time. That's why we got to get in and out of the break least amount of steps possible. Let's watch this thing full speed, and then let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So coming up, snap down, 2, 3, in and out of this break. All it took really was 2 steps to get in and out. Okay, so now he's going to be working this route. It's going to be a corner here. He didn't get the ball on this throw, but I want you to see the execution of the release and the restack and his hand technique. Let's watch this thing full speed. So he's coming off, 1, 2, 3, swat, chop, restack, stick to the outside, and then comes up on this corner route. So let's break this thing down. So he's coming off here. Jam, right? He's on the ball, knows this DB's probably going to get hands on him, so he takes 3 steps. His first step is kind of a little bit of hesitation, but he's going to go right, left, and then right again, and he's going to swat with his opposite arm and then chop with his right arm. So he goes here. Right, left. Now, when he goes left, I want you to see it stays within his frame. He's being very explosive off this inside arch of his foot. A little bit of head and shoulder movement. And then when he goes here with his right leg, Toes straight forward again, but now he's really committing his head and shoulders. He keeps his legs underneath his frame so he can be explosive. As he's reaching way out here, his pad level is going to pop up, and he's not going to be explosive. So what he does is he does a good job of staying within his frame, but he has violent head and shoulders. Now, having a plan for your hands, I talk about this a lot. We got to have a plan for our hands as well as our feet. So what does he do here? He attacks the back of this guy's arm, point of control, right, and he has a plan for this opposite arm. See, he did his job with his feet. What he did with his feet is he got this DB working inside, leaning inside. Now, his natural instinct to recover is to get hands on him, right? But he does a good job of ensuring he's not going to do that by attacking him with this offhand point of control and then bringing this opposite one to chop. Now, he's got no hands on him. There's a very bad position for this DB to be in. Now, what does he do? He doesn't just run into this route and let him recover. He restacks him so he's trailing his back hip. Restacks him, and now you can see he makes a stick to the inside, head and shoulder movement to the inside to sell like he's just going post. DB opens up his hips just for a little bit to the inside, or commits over to the inside just for a little bit, and he's exploding out. He's pumping those arms. He's accelerating out, gaining distance from this DB. In this position, guys, we created the separation we needed to, but the ball's still going to be coming here. Who's going to get there first? If we slow down and don't explode off the break, we're not going to get to that ball before the DB. He's going to be able to make a play. It all ties together, guys. Let's watch this thing full speed, or watch this thing full speed one more time. So 3-step release, swat, chop, restack, stick to the inside, head and shoulders to the inside, accelerate out of the break. So 1, 2, 3, swat, chop, restack him, get him on your back hip, stick to the inside, get him biting to the inside, then get some separation. So I just want you to get an idea of how fast he is here. There's a great angle of him running a rocker step corner, okay? So let's watch this thing full speed, then we'll break it down. So he's coming off, 1, 2. I want you to see how fast he is off of that and how much he accelerates out. So you can see he's coming up into this corner, how fast this rocker step is. This rocker step, rather than just making a break with his left foot and coming out into a corner, he goes right, left, okay? That's a rocker step. It's like almost a crossover in the open field. So he's coming up, right, left. How explosive he is. Right, left right here. Toes are straight forward. He's pushing off the inside arch. His head and shoulders are working with his body. When he comes to that first rocker step, as you can see, his head and shoulders go to the inside as well. Head and shoulders to the inside here. Bam, head and shoulders back here. He's exploding off of this foot right here. He's got a good shin angle. His weight is on the inside portion of his feet. And he's pumping those arms out of the break, accelerating out because he knows he's going to be given a ball right on this spot. That's a great catch, toe tap. Let's watch this thing full speed to give you an idea of how fast he is, how fast your moves have to be at the top of the route. So coming out, 1, 2. Head and shoulder movement, explosive movement with your feet, catch this ball, toe tap for a great play. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Again, please leave in the comments anybody you would like to see me break down, and I'll see you guys next time.